hope you're not going to change your mind about this. Miss Ashworth?
Yes, we are.
That's the first, like, you are dead death screen we've gotten, is it?
That is. You are dead. Dead is nothing at all. You have only slipped away into the next room. I am I and who are you, or whatever the reason of the air of that still.
Hope you don't mind creepy posters?
It's your room. You can do what you like with it.
That's very
But
clever.
I definitely prefer this to fairies, rainbows, and
This would be...
unicorns. Did you make
Downfall.
these?
Oh!
No.
That's his other side game.
My
that
boyfriend
he's probably
made them.
working on one when this comes
Some
out.
of them, anyway. So, Miss Ashworth, I happen to have a bottle of wine in my bag. I was going to leave it to Robert, but I forgot all about it.
This would be a
Robert.
really
The
nice
guy with the
room.
rats.
Oh, yes. Of course.
So, shall we have a drink then? We could get to know each other a bit more. I know, I promise I won't get in the way. And, I mean, you don't have to if you don't feel like it.
No,
But since
I
we're going to
think
live
we-
together for a little while,
I think we
it
feel
won't
like
hurt if we talk to each other, will it?
Yeah, that's okay, I guess.
Great! I'll bring the wine. Oh, damn.
So
It's one of those
adorable.
bottles with a cork.
This would make a really nice
Have you got a
movie.
bottle
Yeah,
opener,
I
Miss
feel like it would
Ashworth?
make
In the
It would
kitchen.
make a nice horror
I'll
movie.
go get
It
it, shall I?
like
Yes,
psychological.
And while you're there, could you get a
This
couple
kinda
of
reminds me
glasses
of
too?
Memento.
A little bit, yeah.
Memento meets, I don't know, maybe 7 or something.
Yeah.
Have you found that corkscrew yet? We also need some wine glasses.
No.
So you know where everything is. She doesn't know. She just got here. So that's why you gotta get it all.
Kinda being a little bossy there, lady.
And we're summoning the cats. Oh, light is on.
Oh, well, could have fooled me.
Let's see, do we have? Oh, we do have the
Yeah, the
corkscrew.
corkscrew.
Okay.
And wine
I
glass.
think the wine glasses are in the cabinet out in the main living room. I think they are anyway.
Oh, in here.
Yeah. We need one for Mitzi. Mitzi's sweet. I love Mitzi.
Yeah. She's like that quirky type of character, like the quirky, tragic backstory character.
She reminds me of, you know, have you ever seen NCIS? They have the
the
forensic
forensic
person in there. She reminds me
Abby?
of her. Abby.
Abby.
Have you found that corkscrew yet?
Yes.
We also need some wine glasses.
I think just use the items.
You can't tell that I have them in my pocket, my back pocket, because
Yeah.
they're not in my hand.
I found some wine glasses.
Great! Now all we need is a corkscrew.
Great! Congratulations on finding your own dishware.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's get that bottle open.
Alright! That's all we need. Oh, Miss
That's done.
Ashworth, I really must say this before we start.
Yeah?
I promise I won't cut your throat when you're asleep.
That's reassuring.
Very funny, Mitzi.
Oh no, I mean it.
That's fine. But just so you know, I always sleep with my eyes open.
Oh, there's that little
There's that
screen wipe.
PowerPoint.
Oh, I like how she sits there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, it's not raining anymore.
Oh well, I don't mind rain. Sometimes I even like it.
I like her.
Yeah.
But according to weather forecast, there's a nasty fog coming. Now that I'm actually scared of.
Silent Hill.
I got lost.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
that. It was just 9 or 10.
She's genre savvy.
I remember I sat under a tree crying, thinking some monster would appear right in front of me and drag me away.
Aww, she
Aw.
played
But now
too
that
much
you're a
Silent
big girl,
Hill.
you
Like,
know there
yeah.
are no monsters.
Lady, there are ratings
Yeah?
on those games for a reason.
How do you know?
You were way too young for that.
The only monsters are us. Murderers, rapists, arsonists. They're the real beasts. So far from humanity, they're no longer capable of feeling compassion or guilt. They're the ones we should really be afraid of. But whether they're lurking in the woods or fog or the darkness of our cellars, it's all irrelevant. You can't predict what happens. You can't do anything to stop it. There is only one way. You turn into a beast yourself, and like them, you show no mercy.
Whoa, where did that come from, Miss Ashworth?
I just don't like murderers. They're nothing but parasites.
I forget that this is like probably just a normal girl.
Yeah.
She's probably got something to her. But as far as we know, she's just, and we're just like unloading all this heavy
Yeah.
baggage on her.
Yeah. She's kind of like our Robin. If we're Batman. Well,
Yeah,
actually,
if
we're
we're-
Catwoman.
If we're
Catwoman, but we don't steal as much.
If
And
we're-
she's
No, we're like the Punisher.
like okay.
If
yeah.
we're the Punisher, she's. I don't think Punisher had a sidekick.
Punisher never had a sidekick. No
She's
one
our
wanted
gun.
to be a sidekick. She's our
Who-
gun.
Who was Punisher's love interest? Ah, his revolver.
Yes, his gun.
She's our. I don't know, our security blanket or something.
How are you planning to find this guy?
I don't know yet. A bit of detective work, perhaps. It shouldn't be that hard, really. There are only 8 apartments here. One is yours. That leaves us with 7.
She doesn't even
I was
have a
hoping that you
computer.
could give me a hand,
Yeah.
actually. You know some of your neighbors, don't you?
I guess we could just
Not
go
many.
knocking on people's
I never really
doors.
cared about them. They changed over the years too. You probably also figured by now that this is not the sort of place where new neighbours are greeted with a freshly baked cake. You see a new face, you give them a blank stare as you pass them in the hall, and you forget about them a minute later.
That bad, eh?
Well, there's that bald guy who lives above me in flat
It's kind of
5.
normal.
He came
for
here
most of
recently to
the
shout in my
apartments.
face.
Yeah.
He's a nasty piece of work, but I really don't think he's the person you're looking for.
What does he do for a living?
I think he's a train driver.
I can't imagine somehow that my guy would be a train driver. Okay, that's good. Leaves us with just 6. Anyone else you know?
I'd have to think.
You know, maybe not tonight. Let's just talk about something else, okay? I have plenty of time. There's no need to rush this. Maybe tomorrow we could sit down together and make a plan. I could draw a simple map of the building, and with your help, mark down who lives where.
Sounds good to me, Mitzi.
Yeah.
So that was her promise.
So, the Big C. Want to talk about it?
Canada.
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 I don't want to tell you about it like that. I put you in a
Concord.
very difficult position, I know.
I totally forgot what she
It's just
said.
that I was really desperate to get this
They're
right.
in the
I
UK.
hope you can understand. This is the
Oh,
last
so it might
and
be
most
Concord.
important
Yeah.
thing I must do before my time is up.
Oh,
It's
the Big C
fine.
was
You seem
cancer.
alright. It's just...
I feel like an asshole.
But you
I
didn't
find it
realize
hard to
that?
trust people
I
these
thought
days.
we were just making a
Maybe it's
joke.
time I opened my eyes to
I
see
feel like
others
such an
have
ass
problems
now.
too.
Yeah, the Big C is
Some
definitely Canada.
like yourself.
Yeah,
Even bigger than mine.
it's definitely Canada. I thought,
What
yeah,
kind
like
of
people say,
cancer is
so
it?
you're from the Big
Do you
Apple,
mind me asking?
like New York.
Yeah.
I thought she was
Brain
being
tumor.
wide.
Her name is glioblastoma.
Oh, those are bad.
Her.
Yep, they're all girls, the way I imagine it. Just look at their names. Lymphoma, melanoma, myeloma, leukemia, sarcoma. Each of them a fucking goddess of death. Beautiful and ruthless.
You might just be right about that, Mitzi. I used to be a nurse. I know a few things about cancer. And I know glioblastoma. She's a real bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, And yet she gets to be the prom queen before night ends, while I disappear down the back exit.
How long?
They said I had a year. But that was 6 months ago, so yeah. Not awfully long.
So you said, you know how she said she didn't
Is
have,
there anything?
she
They
wasn't
tried.
rushing to find the guy?
Yeah.
If
I'm
it's
sorry.
that
Kind of
opponent,
is.
you kind of, yeah, she probably
Yeah.
is.
So am I. Do you want to talk about something else?
That's the
You
only one.
mentioned a boyfriend. Tell me something about him.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about him. His name is Jack. He's dead.
Oh,
Instead.
Oh.
Miss Ashworth, are
Well,
you
this-
sure you want
this
to
game
listen
just
about my
gets more and
miserable
more,
life? I don't want to bring you down. These aren't happy stories.
and
game
I'm
gets
not a
loud.
happy stories kind of person. I'm sure you've noticed by now.
I guess so. Anyway, I suppose I would have had to tell you about Jack sooner or later. After all, he is the main reason I'm here. I just don't know where to start.
Anyway, this game gets, just lighter and lighter. I mean, this is like some feel-good after-school
Oh yeah, it's
special.
great. You know, you just feel great. There's no sadness.
Tell me how you two
I
met.
guess we'll just go down the
Oh, we
list
knew
for
each
now.
other for like forever. We grew up on the same street. It's funny how we
they're
seem to be made
sweethearts.
for each other.
I like to imagine the little
Perfect
scarecrows like,
match.
hey guys.
I always knew he was the guy for me, and I'm sure he never doubted that either. He was absolutely crazy about me. We thought one day we would marry, have
This is a
children.
weird place for this kind of talk.
I never had
Ooh, look
many
how
friends
foggy it's
because
getting.
I had Jack.
Oh yeah, the fog is
I
coming
didn't
in.
need anybody
That is
else.
so neat.
Yeah.
You know, if there's one thing I'm really grateful for
You
in
guys
my
are kind of
life,
making this
it's that I got to
weird.
experience this pure, perfect love. Some people go through a lifetime without knowing how it feels.
You guys
Yes,
need
I've
to
been
lighten
very
up.
But all luck runs out sometimes.
You know, as happy as she is, like she's actually still like really chipper and happy despite all this stuff happening to her.
I just want that one like stereotypical white girl to come in and be like, "Have you guys tried yoga?
Oh God.
Let's try some yoga." Comes in with a Starbucks latte. I get sad too sometimes.
How did he take the news about your cancer?
He thought I was joking at first. He laughed. Then he got really angry. I swore to him I was serious, but he still wouldn't believe me. We had a big fight that night. It was our first and only fight.
No kind of bullshit. Childhood sweetheart
Smashed and
together.
stuff.
They
that
didn't argue
long.
a
His
lot.
guitar of all things was the worst. He loved that guitar. Why did he break it? He was absolutely furious. He walked out on me that night, and when he came back the next day, he was different. He begged me to try surgery and chemotherapy. I didn't really want those things, but I did the chemo for him. It didn't help. It just made me feel sick all the time. I felt trapped in this strange place where nothing that happened around me seemed real. Maybe that's why I didn't see what my cancer was doing to Jack, and it was destroying him as well. He changed. He became obsessed with death. It seemed death was all he ever thought about, even though it was me, not him, who was supposed to die.
He became obsessed with death, but not in the good way that Deadpool gets obsessed with death.
Yeah, he became obsessed with that. And also, they did not react as well as Deadpool did when he found out.
Yeah.
They just kind of...
Yeah.
Jack made those pictures on your wall. Was he an artist?
He always liked all kinds of morbid stuff, whether it was music, movies, paintings. So do I, really. We had that in common, amongst other things. People say it's depressing to listen to sad songs or watch sad films, but I never felt that way.
And yet, you are scared of fog.
Oh, that's different. I might be scared of fog, But I like spiders. They're beautiful.
See?
You
I like
must
her
be
too.
out of your
Go
mind,
ahead.
Yeah, I can see
Mitzi.
why you like
No,
her.
honestly, there's a certain indescribable beauty in sadness. Just like there's beauty in the grey and ugly winter morning when you look past the obvious and notice what others can't see.
You must love my apartment then. It's like Ugly took a vacation here and never went home again. How did he die? How did Jack die?
It was so distant to the last few weeks before
He committed
Before he
suicide,
died.
didn't
What I didn't know was that he kept looking for something. I don't think he even knew what exactly. But it eventually found him. Or rather, he found him. There are those forums online, you know, about all sorts of stuff. Fishing, computer games, horses, gambling, addictions, everything really. Accidentally, Jack stumbled upon one about suicide. There's a guy there, calls himself the Eye of Adam. He's a fucking god on that forum. It's like a failed suicide club. People mostly try to help each other and offer support. Sometimes it just helps to know there are others like you. To listen to their stories and how they cope with their lives. But the Eye of Adam is an advocate of death. He dwells on human weakness. His job is to plant an idea, to give them a reason to die and tell them how to do it, once and for good. Jack took the bait. Before he knew, he was completely brainwashed. One day he sat down with me and tried to explain his perfect solution. It was the Romeo and Juliet kind of scenario. We were both to die together in each other's arms. It was supposed to be a quick and foolproof death. There was no chance we would have been saved. All thanks to the Eye of Adam, who created a tool for perfect suicide. He told me it was very simple. All we needed were 2 easily accessible household chemicals, which combined together create a gas called hydrogen sulfide that kills you within a couple of minutes. I told him he was fucking nuts, of course, but he just wouldn't give up. He reasoned with me, then he begged, and eventually just kept screaming at me. I figured it was his crazy idea of a modern romance, but it was downright tacky and just wrong. Finally, he said he would get everything ready and wait for me in our special place at dawn. 5 a.m. Don't be late. Those were his last words he said to me. Then he stormed out. I cried for hours, thinking I didn't deserve all that from the person I loved most in the whole world. A few times I even tried to persuade myself that maybe he was right and I should do it. I just couldn't. I eventually fell asleep. I didn't plan it. My head was killing me. I was so tired. I woke up suddenly. I could see the sun rising out my window. It was nearly 5. In utter panic, I threw myself off the bed and ran out the door. I needed to stop him. I needed to get there before it was too late. But right there in my bedroom, before I even left, I already knew it was. When I arrived at our special place, it was already bright. We used to go there in the past, drink wine, sometimes smoke weed and listen to Pink Floyd, sometimes make love in Jack's car. There wasn't really anything special about that old parking lot. But to us there was. It was completely abandoned. It was quiet. It was safe. After that day, I've never gone there again.
You are Mitzi.
Alright, so we are back.
Yep.
Well, that was a very heavy story that Mitzi is telling us. I have heard of people who act as miracle workers. up on the feed. Anyway. I have heard of people who act as quote-unquote miracle workers for people who want to commit suicide but are scared to do it themselves. So I'm going to assume that the Eye of Adam is probably not the same guy who's the pest control man.
No, not the same guy.
That's the same guy.
No, pest control guy's too stupid to use a computer.
I had a feeling that I didn't want to say anything, but I got a very it's obviously like he's listening to someone else's orders. I'm thinking.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
He's just kind
I
of
think now I
the
understand.
muscle.
Yeah.
He loved you so much, he couldn't bear the thought of living without you. And that guy, the Eye of Adam. I'm not surprised you want to find him. I know I would. I'm not sure if I should believe that you only want to talk to him. But hey, that's none of my business. I wouldn't know what I'd do if this happened to me.
Good to know, but I really just want to talk. I want to face Jack's killer and tell him what he's done to me. You know, the funny part is that he actually told me where he lives. He wants to meet me. Would you believe that?
How come?
Well, this kind of thing he does is called trolling on the internet. It's usually a form of extreme bullying, psychological
This
cruelty.
came out a few years
Those who are
before
clever
trolling
enough
was
say,
like
"Don't
a
be
real
troll."
unknown
Don't talk
phrase.
to them.
So
It only makes it worse if you show any interest in them at all. And Eye of Adam is no exception.
So the Eye of
Craves
Adam is an
attention.
internet troll
He's a hungry
that
troll
actually
who wants to
ends
devour
up
as
pushing
many
people to
hearts as he can
suicide.
lay
Yep.
hold of. I emailed him and told him I was a
Must be
massive fan who
Republican.
loves his work. He wouldn't believe me at first. But trolls are always hungry, and I was prepared to serve him a meal fit for a king.
she
What
baited
do you
him.
mean?
I fed him so much bullshit that he really believed I'm a suicide preacher just like him.
Great. I wish he'd given you his door number though.
It's all a part of some sick game he's playing. Sooner or later, I'll find him.
There were signs on the car windows.
Warning signs, yeah. I found on that forum that the Eye of Adam doesn't want any accidental deaths, so he posted this poster design for people to print. It turns out there's a whole sick ideology behind it. Fumes from the car could hurt anyone who opens the door, and that's not the point. The idea is to die willingly and with clear mind, to prepare for it, to embrace it.
Jesus. You'd think the police would investigate the whole thing. Sounds almost like a sect.
This guy knows how to hide. The police can't be bothered to make an effort.
Yeah,
It
they
took
don't
me
take
3 months to
internet
track him
trolls very
down.
seriously.
Now I'm
Usually
finally
don't
so
take
close.
online stuff like
I can
that.
almost
Yeah.
smell that fucker.
We know that's like bleaching another.
Bleach and something.
What are those
Sleeping
two
ammonia.
chemical products?
Well, I'm not sure if you want to know that.
I get it. You
But
don't
it's
want to
really
tell me
dangerous.
because I'm a fucking suicidal
it makes
maniac.
mustard gas.
Is that it?
Yep.
No, Ms.
Remember in
Ashworth.
Madoka
I
Magica
didn't mean it
where
like
they had
that.
the two
The
like
two,
cleaners?
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the same thing they were doing.
Maybe
there.
to
Yeah,
some
the two
extent.
cleaners. You mix them
Just
and wipe
replace
it in.
maniac with victim
No
and
time at all.
fucking with recovering.
That's why you don't
You
mix
only
cleaning
just come back from
supplies.
the hospital. Whatever
Kids,
it was that
They
made
don't
you
teach
do
you
it.
that.
for everyone.
They don't teach
proved
you
you were
that
capable of
anywhere.
going through with
Yeah.
it. I don't know you long enough to tell you if you're completely over it now. And the last thing I want is to give you stupid ideas.
We were taught
It would be
to
just like what the Eye
stop,
of
drop,
Adam
and roll
does.
from fire
I would never
more
forgive
than we were
myself
taught
if
what
anything happened to
chemicals
you
to
because
not
of me.
mix.
Yeah.
Even when I took a
How
chemistry.
could I?
Mm-hmm. Hey.
I've learnt my lesson. Dying is not for me.
I'd really like to believe you, Miss Ashworth. But I will need you to promise me that you will never try this method.
Oh.
Alright. I can promise you that I will
Promise not to
never
take your
try
life.
this method.
Trying
Or
to never
any other
try
method
this
for that
without any
matter.
other method.
Been there, done that. Didn't enjoy it much. Do you believe me now?
Yeah, I think I do. Good.
That's really
I'm glad you said that, you know.
And
The
here we
recipe
are.
for this
And here
deadly
we are.
cocktail is very simple. Any good housewife can make it in a glass.